Good morning, you guys. It's Monday morning, the 30th, I think it is, of December. We are in the Bay Area of California. We're westbound on Interstate 580 right now, about to get on to 238 right at the moment. We're at the 580 and 238 split, getting on the 238 side. So they just take us over to I-880, and we're going north on 880, and we're on our way to Oakland to make a delivery. Let's hope I don't get a parking ticket this time. And ironically, I have to park in that same area, in the middle of the street, to check in at this customer that I'm going to be going to. That Tesla there. So I'm going to be pretty pissed off if I get another ticket there. Let's hope I don't. But alright, so we're going to Pacific Coast Container. I've been there several times in the past. It's been a while though since I was last there. In fact, I thought I remember people telling me that they moved from their current from where I knew their location to be, and where my load assignment's still telling me to go to. I don't know. I kind of got focused on right there, that Honda. In this kind of an area here, I'm expecting a lot of merging activity in one direction or another, and I'm watching for any signs of it where it could be a problem for me. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember when I was last delivered PCC, but it's been over a year. I'll put it that way. I've had a few people tell me that they supposedly moved to a new location, basically on the other side of 7th Street from where I knew them to be, or know them to be. But like I said, my load assignment still says 2099 7th Street, which is actually still there at the southeast corner of 7th and Maritime. And normally what we do there is park on Maritime. You got to actually check in over on the Maritime side, and then actually, or even when you dock in, it's that's how you access it. But and I was like, I swore that I heard that they moved. I even looked at the Google reviews to see if there were any reviews in there suggesting that that's what happened. But no, I don't see any reviews in there saying they moved. And even the most recent reviews were even like just a month or so ago. So, and they still say as of a month or two ago, hey, you still got to park on the street and walk your bills up to check in. But yet I get a parking ticket for parking on the same exact street. Figure that one out. Alright, anyway, we're on 880 now, and we're in the San Leandro area. And then we'll be in Alameda before, kind of coming up into Alameda before too long, and in Oakland will be right after that. We'll go ahead and get zoomed in for you guys. Now we're going to be using the 7th Street exit, which is basically the last exit before 880 runs into I-80. And that'll be right before, now, if you were to go on to 80, through traffic merge left. Come on, dude. Thanks for being a dickhead, you fucking asshole. Why you gotta be in that big a hurry to go nowhere and just trap me in the damn exit lane? I don't know. And let me guess, you're gonna come over to the exit lane in a second. Because you just have to be in a hurry. You have to be an asshole, an idiot. knew that was going to happen, why didn't you move left earlier before you caught up to that box truck, you dumbass? Come on now. You guys like my entertaining reactions to other traffic? Don't tell me you don't. Oh, you offend me. So? I don't care if I offend you or not. People do stupid things. They deserve to get called on their stupidity. Including myself. I get called. I do stupid shit sometimes too, and I deserve to get called on it when it happens. I just try to minimize how much I do it. Alright, anyway. So that's what's going on there. Now, this route we're going to take into the customer, there is a 13.6 bridge that I'm going to go under. So if you're a trucker and you're pulling a 14-foot high cube trailer, yeah, don't go the way that I'm going. Take a different route over. A couple of other ways you can get up there. Or actually, I think there actually is one more exit after 7th Street on this side that you can use to get to this Honda once in. So we'll leave the space for them. Oh, I guess Toyota's letting them in. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think the exit before and the exit after 7th might be okay for 14-foot high cubes. I don't know. I don't remember. I know there's that exit, that street to the north of 7th. I want to say that might be okay. Either way, you can end up over there on Maritime and come down and just cross 7th from there. Alright, so how'd I end up over here anyway? Because the last thing I vlogged was a pickup in Cassville, Missouri. George's Chicken. Now that was some interesting stuff going on there. I'm really curious to find out if some particular individual or individuals at Hirschbach are causing this, or I thought it might have been the customer at first, but and let me explain the situation. But then I'm going to add in that my good friend David had a very similar situation just yesterday or day before with a pre-plan he got as well. So, alright, here's what happened. So I delivered in Clarksville, Arkansas. I was supposed to go pick up in Cassville, Missouri. And my drop dead time there was midnight. And they had me set up to deliver in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, 300 miles away, 2 hours later at 2 a.m. Tell me how I'm going to do 150 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour truck. Even if I could go that fast, yeah, that's a good way to, hey, your ass is going to prison for reckless driving. And no, we're not going to do that. So, I had to watch this dump truck. So there's definitely a problem there. That should have been caught before I even picked up the load. So why that didn't get caught, I don't know. And who caused it to be set up like that, I'm really curious. Because, I mean, even if they had a 1400 to 2400 pickup window, now if it had been picked up and I'll just say if it had been ready at 1400 and I picked it up at 1400, yeah, it would have been very easily delivered on time. But you have to assume the load won't be ready to leave with until drop dead time, which was midnight. So why the hell was that load scheduled to deliver at 2 in the damn morning? Somebody screwed the pooch. I don't know who, but I was inclined to believe somebody at Hirschbach did it. I'm not trying to point fingers, and I'm not going to make assumptions that somebody at Hirschbach was the reason for it. I'm just saying there's a possibility that someone might have been the reason for that. There's evidently either way, there's evidently an issue with the quality control process there on these loads, because it's very easy. Go by the drop dead time or the pickup time. Look at the delivery time. All you have to do is take the actual miles and the practical miles that are expected to be driven, divide it by the number of hours that it's going to take to cover that distance, and you get and it shits out the trip speed. If it's going to be over a certain speed, there's a big problem. If it's over 100 mile an hour trip speed, there's seriously something wrong there. All right. Actually, I was actually having a conversation with David yesterday about this exact thing. Because now let me go ahead and add in. He had the same issue. He had a load delivering in Shelbyville, Tennessee at the Walmart distribution center over there. It's not too far south of Nashville. About half-hour-ish drive, I guess, something around there. And, all right, so they gave him a pre-plan after that to pick up, I guess, a Kroger, whatever it is, load in Murray, Kentucky. Which is, I think, going up toward, I want to say going up a little bit more toward Bowling Green or wherever, I can't even remember, somewhere in that direction. It's like a 150-mile deadhead route. And that load was going to Sulphur Springs, Texas, which is along I-30 in between Dallas and Texarkana. Now, the loaded miles were 540 plus. Or actually, I think he had a 170-mile deadhead route, because I pulled up his miles on the map there, and it was telling me 710 total miles between the deadhead and the loaded. So I was thinking, even if he could run, even if he had started his shift in Murray, picked up the load with a fresh clock and got it moving, it's still impossible. He had I think a 10 p.m. pickup time, and I think it was due in Sulphur Springs at like 3 in the morning. 5 hours later. You're going to run 540 plus miles in 5 hours? I don't think so. That's 108 mile an hour trip speed for that load. Again, why the hell is that even getting to the driver looking like that? So the fact that there's not one but two different loads that have, and I thought maybe, okay, there's a possibility it could be Walmart. Because Walmart's been, usually Walmart's pretty good about stuff like that, but you never know. Sometimes you get somebody who's new, or they overlook something, or whatever. That could be either end, but David's load was not a Walmart load, so that tells me right there that if it's multiple customers involved in that same issue, the common denominator is Hirschbach. Not trying to point fingers again, though, but that's what it is very suggestive to me. So I think somebody is, I don't know, maybe there's somebody new there who's not doing a good enough job on that quality control process there, or I even question now, does Hirschbach even have a quality control process there to verify that loads are not having an exorbitantly fast trip speed on them? Now, I was also talking to David about my time when I was with Sierra England. I remember they had a standard there. I don't remember the exact trip speed, but now he kind of was taken by surprise when I told him what trip speed is the threshold between it's okay to have a solo truck pulling it and you have to have a team speed truck. Because you'd be surprised. It's pretty low. It's, I think, about 32 miles an hour trip speed or something around there. Basically, the Sierra England's policy was if the trip speed is north of 32 miles an hour. I could be wrong on the number, but I want to say it was 32. Alright, it's 3 miles away. Looks like we're getting caught up in traffic here as well. Okay, so yeah, anything north of about 32 or so miles an hour, if I recall, there was supposed to be a team speed truck on it. And then anything south of 32, a solo truck was okay to take it. So, or if a solo truck's already on the load, then it becomes north of 32 because, who knows, maybe it gets held up by traffic delays or weather or the driver's slack-assing or something. And a solo speed load becomes a team speed load, and yeah, then they'll try to swap the driver off of that load. So now, if you can do this, if you can do the load in one shift, it's okay if it's a higher trip speed. In fact, Hirschbach and JCT both, when JCT was still around, I believe they do their generally do their scheduling or their ETA projecting based on a 53 mile an hour speed. Average speed. So, but now it does also factor in the 10-hour breaks if you're a solo truck. So I don't know that they take any kind of a raw trip speed thing there, and it's a pretty simple thing there. All these loads can just end up on a spreadsheet or access database or whatever, and put the miles that are needed to cover and put your pickup and delivery times on there, and it real easily spit out what kind of average. There's something. What is that? Alright. Yeah, but somebody hit the barrels right there too. Oh, anyway. Long story short, now, I'll kind of get to the point now here on, because I think we've kind of ranted about that enough. I ended up getting to Paul's Valley. Actually, before I even went to Cassville, I told them, hey, I can't get that load delivered on time. I can go pick it up, but it's going to have to be rescheduled. And so I was at night though by then, so I was like, yeah, I'll just do what I can with it and expect that. I figured I'd go to Paul's Valley and I'd try. If I don't hear anything from dispatch by the time I get to Paul's Valley, then all right, no problem. I'll just ask for. I'll just go ahead and show up at the customer anyway, and just go there expecting they're going to probably tell me to reschedule the delivery. You know, they tell me turn back around and reschedule and come back later. So I did that. I even, when I even showed up there, I got there like 4:15 in the morning after I got rolling with the load about 11 p.m. or so. And so I was still an hour before my drop dead time when I left there. And I was still over 2 hours late. Yeah. But no, I get over to Paul's Valley. I get there, check in at the guard shack, and I tell them about this issue. And like, yeah, I won't be surprised if you tell me to come back. It's all right, I understand. But to my delighted surprise, they said, oh yeah, you're good to go. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and take you because basically they love their Georgia's chickens. So I'm like, yeah, they want you now. So I'm like, oh, okay, great. Even better. Because now I go ahead and get my damn trailer empty and then PC back over to the Loves afterward and start a 10-hour break. Worked out great. Okay, so right over here is the ports of, let me get zoomed in again for you guys. We got 7th Street coming up right here. Alright, anyway, after that, after I got through with Paul's Valley, I got a Hobby Lobby load out of Oklahoma City going to the Hobby Lobby store in Torrance, California. over in the, we're in South LA area, basically. Now, so I'm on my way there. Now, I was kind of huffing it, because I figured if I ran hard because if I ran hard the 2 shifts, okay, yeah, I need to make sure I was in the correct lane. Okay, we're going to make a left turn here, and then right down the street there, short distance, you're going to see that 13.6 bridge we're going to go under. But, okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, if you're truckers, Hobby Lobby, every store in the country gets all of their product, as far as I know, from the same complex in Oklahoma City that I picked that load up from. That's a freaking massive complex. There's, yeah, that was an ordeal of its own too. Go check out my TikTok channel if you want to hear more on the story about that one, because we're a little short on the time and distance to get to this customer. But anyway, yeah, I get the load picked up, and then I come across to California. Now I had to put in, like I said, I had to put in a good number of miles. Oops. Yeah, there's 2 lanes here, but I couldn't see the lines. Alright, let me get moved over to the left lane because... alright, so right over here is this 13.6 bridge. Alright, but either way, alright, so I figured if I can get to Casablanca / Cuervo, whatever, Cubero, whatever it is, in New Mexico, west of Albuquerque, then I'd be able to reach my house on the next shift. And then then I could spend the entire day, Sunday, at home with my family and watch my Eagles game as well. And, and then deliver Monday morning in Torrance. And, and do it off a fresh clock, and it's only 80 or so miles from there. 80, 90 miles, I don't know, whatever it is, from my house to Torrance. Well, I'm still on my way into California. I think I might have even still been... Oh, wait. No, I think I was already in Cali. Probably might have been napping or something over at the rest area by Fenner, California. And I wake up and I realize my DM asked me if I'd be willing to help another driver on their load coming here to Oakland. So I'm like... okay, I guess. Because I said it delivers at 8:30 in the morning. I got to figure, I need to get back. I need to get to the house, get a 10-hour break in, and then get rolling. Get it in early enough where I can run the needed miles from my house up to here. And so I ended up swapping with the other driver at the pilot in Hesperia. Now I don't know what exactly happened there. I don't know if he was slack. I don't think he was a slack ass. I had an impression that maybe he just picked it up later or something. I don't know, but because the guy who picked it up, he picked it up in Holcomb, Kansas. Okay, right over here, right on the other side of the tracks. Let's see, there's an outhouse right here, and yeah, there are cars right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and park right over here, and walk. Yeah, we'll walk our bills up to find out what's up. Hope these stupid asshole cops or whatever they were don't give me a damn parking ticket for being here. Where was I going with that though? Yeah, the other driver though, he's an Army vet, and he didn't give me the impression of somebody who who shirks responsibility. So I'm inclined to think that he actually runs, and he actually has experience too, from what it sounds like. He used to do some kind of, I think, cheerleading equipment, whatever he would take to different, like professional sports stadiums and stuff. Sounded like a pretty interesting job he used to have, but yeah, it was running behind though. He couldn't, there was no way he was going to get it delivered on time if he, because he ended up making it to Hesperia about 5 p.m. last night. And so you would think about 3 a.m. this morning is when he would have had hours back, and it's 400-mile trip from, or just over 400, 410-ish, to get from, Hesperia to here. So you got to plan on, especially with truck speed limits, you got to plan on it taking about 8 hours to get over here. And anyway, yeah, there was no way he was going to get it delivered on time. I totally agree with their rationale for wanting to do the swap. So I was like, all right, you never know. It was going to be a pretty interesting delivery I was going to end up making in Torrance anyway. That store, I had the impression, doesn't even have an actual dock that you dock in at. I think you have to actually back into or nose into this lane, this four-wheeler lane in the parking lot that's right next to the building, and I think they just kind of pull the product. I don't know. Those Hobby Lobby loads are a little weird with that. Anyway, let me go ahead and get checked in here and see what to do next. Alright guys, we got a doctor assignment. Took me a bit here to wait for traffic to stop coming from over there on 7th Street. Okay, we're gonna basically get turned around. Now there's a couple ways you can do that. One is to come right over here to Cool Port's driveway right here. And yeah, just kind of make sure there's nobody coming over there. Get over here as much as I can. The other option, if you're concerned that you're, like, say, if you have a company, if you drive for a company that prohibits U-turns and you're concerned about it, not a problem. Just go ahead and go down the street. You'll get to you'll see a traffic light. Turn right. And that road will actually curve around and turn back into 7th Street. And then you can just make the right turn right here at 7th and Maritime, and then the immediate left after that, right? That'd be it takes a little longer to do that, but if there's any chance if you're really that concerned that you're going to get fired for making a U-turn or something, that would be the way to do it. Alright, we're going to get across the tracks here. This guy is... I'm going there. This container guy has a red light anyway, so I don't see any harm in what. Really, dude? That was pretty stupid. But people always gotta be in a hurry, right? A hurry to get to a damn red light. And to know that I'm just trying to get into here and didn't even need to go around me. But instead he took a risk of having an accident. Hello, door C1.
C1? Okay, wait for that one. And you go up there, okay? Please.
Yeah. Not sure exactly where C1 is because last time I was here, I thought they had normal dock door numbers. I'm gonna get to my HOS. I'm not using drive time while I'm sitting here on their property. Okay, yeah, I thought the dock doors were like in the 20s and stuff last time I was here. Been a while though. We'll have to figure out where Charlie 1 is at. I couldn't read that one. It's 14 right there. Oh. Charlie 1.
31?
Charlie 1.
31.
No, C1.
Oh, C1, okay. You're going C. Neto. What's the plus for C doors?
Oh, okay.
Like that guy.
So it's down there by the end?
Yeah, almost. But the roof from there, go this way. Before.
Yeah.
What did you do like that guy?
Okay, but the dock door is down over here?
Down there.
Okay.
You have to make a U-turn.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah. So our dock door's gonna be up that way. I'm gonna go ahead and while this other guy is docking in, I'm gonna go ahead and get my doors open. Wait till he sets his brakes, and then I'm gonna have to figure out where exactly the door is at. It might be down there by that blue Freightliner. Hang on, let me double check where my door is first. Alright, I had to get out and double check where exactly my door is. It's gonna be an easy one here actually. So we got these containers over here. There's 2 dock doors vacant in between them that are next to each other. The one on the near side of those 2 that are vacant is my door. To get it lined up pretty good there. I see the track marks from whoever was there in the door before me. Almost. going to over-rotate it a little bit, but it was real close. Okay, remember these containers are shorter than my trailers, so I'm going to hit the door before I get anywhere near those containers. Yeah, see, I'm already up against the door now. I think those are 40-foot containers. My trailer is 53. Alright, so it didn't really take that long to get into the door, I guess. 8:30 appointment time. I'm in here by 9:08. They can be slow. I have had times where it took longer to hit the door, but yeah, I got no complaints here. And yeah, I think they're already starting to go in and out of my trailer. So it's either that or my airbags are deflating. Whatever the case, it's not looking like it's going to take incredibly long before I get out of here. So all right, we'll talk some about the lumper fee or whatever else. Hopefully whatever's going on next, I don't know yet, but hopefully I'll find out by the time I'm leaving here. Alright guys, we are done unloading here. It is 10:12, so we're only here in the door for just about an hour. Go ahead and just get over here. Yeah, I don't know. Might need to leave the doors open just in case he wants to inspect it. Why not? We'll just go ahead and I'll go ahead and close the doors once I get up that way. I still got the reefer unit running, but I'll shut it off once I get up here, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here as well. It was a $160 lumper fee. I had to use a regular comm check to do it. Alright, this guy's outside. He's outside, but the shag driver's coming, so now I'm like, come on, dude. I want to go, but the shag driver is causing me to not. Alright, now Flip-Flop Mafia guy is getting back in his truck anyway. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and let you guys know. I did get a pre-plan while I was sitting here in the dock door. I'll be picking up a load of wine tomorrow in Napa. And that's only a 35-mile drive from here. But I need to get a trailer wash out first. Or, well, I'll probably do. I could probably sweep my trailer as well, but either way, I want to park somewhere as well. One of my options would be the rest area up there just past Napa. Yeah, I can always park at one of those rest areas there and then just come back to, from there. Or if I'm willing to drive the extra miles, I could drive up to the 49er truck stop in Sacramento. That's an extra 85 miles or something like that. Over if I just go straight to the shipper. Alright. Yeah, he waved me through, so haven't decided yet. Now there is a truck a truck wash I can use right here in Oakland as well, right down the street from the Coliseum. I just don't know if I want to use it though. Last time I went to it, it took an hour and a half just to get a damn washout. So, shit. This guy's trying to come into the lot, but alright, let me get my doors shut. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. I'll see you guys later. Probably will vlog the pickup, the Napa pickup though. Alright, I'll see ya.